Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe and the full line of affordable security products from modular safes to lockboxes. Save 15% with code SUSA15 at snapsafe.com.
Welcome again to the Shooting USA YouTube channel. We're glad you're here. An interesting factoid, some of our more popular videos see as many as 75 or 80% of you are not subscribed to our channel. If you like the content you're seeing, please honor us with a subscription. And if you're interested in full-length current episodes of Shooting USA after it airs on the network, there's a link in this video's description to our Vimeo channel. Now, here's the content you came to see.
For 6 weeks each summer, Camp Perry, Ohio is home to the national matches, America's shooting championships for service rifle and pistol. The matches began in 1903 by an act of Congress, and with the strong support of President Theodore Roosevelt. TR himself, a military leader, believed Americans needed to master their skills in marksmanship to be ready for service in time of war. To this day, that mission continues at Camp Perry with the Civilian Marksmanship Program. For thousands of shooters at the national matches, it's a familiar start to their day. Colors at Camp Perry.
Fire the cannon!
The cannon roars and a recording rolls.
Detail, present, arms!
But this morning, the anthem is not on tape. A competitor is playing it live. A tribute by military bugler Ben Brooks, who competes at Camp Perry year after year.
Oh, it's awesome. It's an honor to play the national anthem.
It's a fitting start to an historic competition, the national matches at Camp Perry. For more than a century, shooters have come here to test their skills against America's best. And Christy Sewell knows why.
The national matches is like the Super Bowl of shooting. You know, it's something that's very near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. Anyone that's a competitive shooter, they know what Camp Perry is and what it means to compete here.
Here's a shooter who knows what that means. Staff Sergeant Amanda Elsenboss of the Army Marksmanship Unit.
Camp Perry, it's the home of the national championships. It is where competitors from all different walks of life come out to. So Camp Perry to me is the prestige. It's where I'm going to see competitors who are winning in their state, winning in their area, and then it's game on once they get here.
Game on for a month of shooting competitions sanctioned by the CMP, the Civilian Marksmanship Program. Today, one of the most important matches plays out on Viale Range, the National Trophy Individual Rifle Competition. 990 shooters on the line, and the winner gets his or her name engraved on the prestigious Daniel Boone Trophy. Not to mention claiming bragging rights as America's top rifleman, a goal within reach for Master Sergeant Donald McLeister.
I would like to, yeah. I got to be on the win back there at 600 today. I know it's anybody's game. There's a lot of just phenomenal shooters out here, so we'll see what happens.
Donald is NCOIC, non-commissioned officer in charge of the Marine Corps shooting team. He feels the pressure of this day.
Being the senior guy, I always want to shoot well so that the junior guys know that their boss can shoot well too. You know, so that's important.
Indeed it is. One thing making this match so prestigious is the severity of the test. 4 stages of fire, 50 shots total. Stage 1 is standing at 200 yards. 10 shots slow fire in 10 minutes. Stage 2, shooters drop to sitting. 10 shots rapid fire in 1 minute. Next is 300 yards, dropping to prone. 10 shots in a limit of 70 seconds. Last but not least of the challenges, 20 shots prone in 20 minutes, fired at 600 yards. And not one practice shot allowed. The high-power chief for the CMP, Sarah Rosansky, says shooters better know their dope. Data of previous engagements.
Most matches you go to, you have sighters, so you get a chance to adjust your dope, your windage, your elevation. You get a chance to adjust that. Here, the first shot out of your barrel is your first shot for record.
Plus, there's the wind at Camp Perry. Never your friend, compounding the trouble from no practice shots, even for elite shooters like Denise Loring.
There's no sighters at the beginning, so you have to know your zero, put the zero on the gun, accommodate for wind, and shoot your match.
One more important fact about the NTI, the National Trophy Individual Match, is one of the most important events in a series of matches called Excellence in Competition. EIC matches award shooters points that can, over time, earn them this: the CMP's Distinguished Rifleman Badge, one of shooting's most coveted awards. Colonel Christopher Bear aims to earn his.
You know, I've always set high goals, and you know, of course, when you're in the marksmanship community and competitively, it's a milestone. Earning your distinguished badge is a badge of honor.
And in this match, shooters can earn more points than in any other all year. Ask Joe Wyatt about the day he won the title Distinguished Shooter.
I cried because it was such an emotional, such a struggle, because it's really hard, you get lots of disappointments.
The stakes are high and the test is tough. But Dennis Santiago claims one thing more than all the others makes this competition great. A story told often of Camp Perry.
This is a family that can put bullets into teacups 6 football fields away. This is home. These are my people. I am among my peeps.
Good people, definitely mastering their marksmanship on targets 6 football fields downrange. And scoring points, not just on the targets, but working their way to the award of Distinguished. It's the chase that can take years to accomplish in achieving the Distinguished Rifleman Badge. That story is next.
For the rugged, the style, the untamed, and the wild. For the trades, the trees, the mountains, and the free. Reimagined, re-engineered, reborn.
For rifle shooters and CMP matches, collecting points to achieve Distinguished Rifleman status can be a multi-year goal. It's a process of collecting award points from multiple matches that requires both skill on the firing lines and persistence. One topic dominates conversation at the National Trophy Rifle Match. Summed up in a word,
I'm here for points.
it's points.
I have none so far.
How many points shooters have?
I have 4 points that I got from an M1 EIC Garand match several years ago.
How many points shooters need?
So I picked up the sport about 8 years ago. I'm about halfway there.
How many points shooters hope to capture in the National Trophy Match?
But I do have 20 points, and I'm in contention for 10 here today. So this could give me my 30 and put me over the top.
14 shot, 9.
It's all about the chase to earn 30 points and the coveted prize that comes with them. This tiny medal that's a very big deal in the world of high-power shooting. The Civilian Marksmanship Program Distinguished Rifleman Badge.
Some people have spent 30 years trying to do it. Some people have never done it. I have 6 points out of 30. I'm hoping to get points here.
Earning Distinguished Rifleman is the achievement of a lifetime for most service rifle shooters. But Sarah Rosansky of the CMP says only a handful of marksmen will win it.
You get the little medals, and those mean more than probably any gun they've ever won, because it's hard to do. it's hard to place and it's hard to get those medals.
American riflemen know that well. Competitors must shoot in a series of matches known as the Excellence in Competition, EIC for short. They can shoot up to 5 in a year. Winning a small match with a few dozen shooters might earn 4 or 6 points. So gathering 30 is no small thing. Remember our tearful shooter Joe Wyatt? He won a small match to grab his final points and the elusive badge.
I cried. It was on this range. I had 28 points. I was on this range at 109. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I shot a 480 with 8 X's, and I won it. 120 people. I won that match.
But only after years of competition. You can't just have one good day.
And you can't just get lucky. It's not a matter of luck. You have to actually perform.
But the path to points doesn't end there. Competitors must shoot at least one major match in which they can earn a whopping 10 points. They call it a hard leg, as in leg of a journey.
One of those has to be a hard leg, which is a 10-pointer, and Camp Perry's always a 10-pointer for the national trophy.
So shooters in the national trophy match who finish in the top 10%, that's 10% of competitors who aren't already distinguished, will win 10 prized EIC points. Dennis Santiago knows that's the big hurdle in the chase to win the badge.
Oh, well, this is Santiago. Of all of the excellence in competition matches that you can shoot in this country, and there are several all over the place, this is the granddaddy of them all.
The biggest stage for a rifle shooter to earn his maximum points. And in case you wonder if it's possible to go distinguished twice, the answer is yes and no.
I'm already double distinguished. Yeah, I'm a distinguished rifle and pistol shot, so.
The Master Sergeant earned that distinction the only way a shooter can, competing in 2 sports.
So to be able to accomplish that before I retired was a personal goal of mine, and pretty cool to be in very small company. There's not that many double distinguished Marines in the whole history of the Marine Corps, so it's cool to have that title.
So once distinguished, always distinguished as a service rifle shooter. But once would be enough for McKenna Beckham to come cross-country from Arizona, a distinguished badge in her sights.
It's pretty much my goal for the foreseeable future is to get my Distinguished Rifleman badge. And I'd like to get it as a junior because there's not many of us out there who have them.
The badge draws Paula Crenshaw, too, 2,000 miles from Nevada. She set a goal she aims to reach.
I came out because it's fun, it's the Nationals, and I'm trying to get points to go distinguished. It's my sport. I mean, this is what I love to do.
Jack Leslie feels the pull of this match. He's here from New York with 20 points and the badge within his reach.
So this could give me my 30 and put me over the top, but we'll have to see how everyone else did.
And in one case we know. We found Paula Crenshaw after the match.
I was pretty sure. I turned to my scorer and I said, "Do you think it was good enough to get points?" And he just kind of looked at me and said, yeah.
482 of a maximum 500. Paula gets her hard leg, and with it, 10 hard-earned points.
So I was really, really, really happy about that. I was so happy that I almost started crying on the line, but that would have been unacceptable.
Right, riflemen don't cry. But Paula's reaction shows what it means to earn the title, Distinguished Rifleman. The CMP reports only 8,160 Americans have earned that distinction since 1884.
Well, you've made it to the end of another Shooting USA video on YouTube, and for that, we thank you. It does help the channel if you subscribe, like, and comment, and that will help us keep the content coming.